Hey guys, it's Liz. I'm just doing a quick flip of my Moterm because I'm about to completely dismantle it, take everything apart, and some of the stuff is going to make its way back in. A bunch of stuff is going to make its way out of the planner. There's inserts that I'm not using anymore, inserts that I started to use and kind of fell off using, and I'm going to try to get back to using. Stuff like my weeklies, I don't use them anymore. I used to do weeklies and no dailies, but now I'm doing dailies and I find myself almost never going back to my weeklies, so I'm just going to stick to monthlies and weeklies. This is my little everyday carry. This is what I bring with me in my purse. I have a flip of this in my Instagram stories. I saved it as a highlight. So this is what I carry with me, and it's just got a monthly and basically notes and some other information. So that's what I carry with me. These are some inserts that I'm going to be adding, stuff that's coming to the shop. Also, I just did them for myself and I didn't know if I was going to release them, but people seem to like them, so I'll go ahead and release them in the shop. And this is, it's just an A5 Tomoe River paper book that I had gotten, and I've been using it as a brain dump book, but I decorated it because the cover's kind of like a gross, I don't know, it's like an ugly color for me anyway. So I went ahead and used the clear cover, and on the inside of it I just decorated it, put a bunch of die cuts from my shop and some extra stuff that I made. So that's pretty. I love this book. I've been using it a ton now. So the whole point of this video is for me to do a flip of this because I'm going to change everything, and I realized I hadn't done an actual flip of this planner for YouTube since I put it together. So here we go. Here's the flip. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I'm so sorry if it does. So I don't keep a whole lot. I don't keep really anything in the back pocket. I think I just have that map from Giglio, a couple little drawings that my kids did. Back here, just some extra stickers, Fox and Pip, Plan with Anna. I just cut that sheet down. These are from my shop. Well, from a long time ago, my shop. I don't do this size sheet anymore. These two, some cloth and paper tabs. And then these are the stickers that I mostly use. So I just keep a little selection of the ones that I use the most so that I can have them handy. A little clip, I think it was pigtails and pockets, and just some doilies. I don't keep anything in the zipper pocket. Here is a jelly dash with a picture of my babies, and another picture on the other side of my baby girl, an inbox dash that I made, another inbox dash that I made, some vellum. I can't remember where I got this insert. JL Plans, I think it's JL Plans. Really adorable with the little LV little bits there. Super cute. She's got some other inserts that have that little deco there on the inside edge too. Super cute. And dividers, those are really cute too. Another dash that I made. This is a vellum dash from my shop, and I just added the holographic E sticker. I have Post-its everywhere. That's one thing. I do have sticky notes like everywhere because I use them a ton. So I keep just putting new sticky notes, and then I'll move them when I need them. This is from my shop also, the monogram letter E, a little clip I made. Just some notes pages that I made, different ones. I like to try to keep like a little different selection. Here's some of the stickers that I've done. I'm thinking of releasing icons in the shop, and I wanted to see what it would look like layered if I did like a pink on top of pink, or pink on like a clear on top of pink. And I cut all my inserts so I can pull them out because I hate writing on inserts inside my planner. My handwriting always looks terrible. Foxy Fix dash with some die cuts and some square page flags from cloth and paper. This is a cloth and paper card. Picture of my baby from last year, my son from last year. I made this dash. It's like the snow dash from Planner Press, but back then I didn't know that it was Planner Press that sold it. I just saw this type of acetate kind of floating around on a bunch of different planners, and I didn't know where it was coming from, and I couldn't find it. So I just made my own with the graphics plastic and a white, what's the name of it? It's a paint marker, Posca paint markers. So I made that. This is a dash from my shop as well, this moon phase vellum. This is a Fox and Pip monogram letter. This is the Planner Society vellum. This is a die cut from my shop. It's inspired by Schitt's Creek, also from my shop. This is from my girl Karen at Sparkly Peach Co. Love it. I don't know why I just had that pause. Sparkly Peach Co. Her dashboards are amazing. I have 3 other dashboards right now on order. Well, 3 for the personal and 3 for my pocket. They're just beautiful, and she's an amazing person on top of having beautiful, amazing dashboards. So I love, love, love to support her shop. And this has, it's kind of, you can't see it right now in this light, but it's got like holographic sparkle that's on the back, but it shows through on those little cutouts. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous. A dash that I made. This I'm adding to my shop sometime this week. Foxy Fix secretarial dash with some cloth and paper cards, just some extra stuff, and that is a die cut from my shop. Dashboard that I made. Other sticky notes. This is another one that I did with the Posca paint pen. I kind of laid it over my heart leopard dash that I sell in my shop. I laid it over it and then just traced the little hearts and filled them in. Cat Espresso Co. Pocket dash thing. My God, I'm sorry. My words are not working today. From my shop, my shop, my shop, my shop. Oh, I feel weird that I have so much stuff from my shop in my planner, but I like it, so that's why it's there. That's my name. I made this dash. These are cloth and paper dividers with cloth and paper transparent sticky notes. This is also cloth and paper. This was from a calendar that I had purchased, and the top part of the calendar had like little bits, like pictures of her palette, and then the bottom half had the month. And so it was 12 different little cards, and I just liked it so much that I cut it out. I mean, that was the point. They were like 5x7 cards with calendar on the bottom so that you could cut the cards and frame them later on. So I kept one of them to put in my planner because I just thought it was pretty. This is the monthly that I'm currently using. I normally use the monthly where it's a small monthly here, and then it's got a little section for focus and currently, and then over here it's got a place to put your events and check them off and write the dates out and everything for things that are happening that month. I'm just trying out like a month on 2-page type thing to see how it works. So far, meh. I think I like the other monthly better, so I'll probably switch back. And I always put Post-its on everything so that I can jot stuff down. Another dash I made. Another Planner Society vellum that I printed out, and just sticky notes that I got off of AliExpress. Another one of my monograms. See, these are the weeklies. I'm going to release these in the shop as well. I didn't realize I hadn't released them with my last insert release. But like I just filled this out because I felt bad that they weren't getting used, but they're not getting used. So what's the point in keeping them there? They're just taking up space. Stack of pancakes that my little boy drew me years ago. I just thought it was adorable. Another die cut from my shop. Just some more sticky notes. I got this off of Pinterest and printed it out on vellum. This is a dash that I actually made, but Karen from Sparkly Peach Co. is selling these. Hers is in the middle, and it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So you should check out her shop. She's on Etsy. Cloth and paper dash. Another cloth and paper card. Cat Espresso Co. dash with the 3 pockets, and then a bunch of die cuts from my shop. These are some memo notes from a pad that we got in a cloth and paper sub box. Dash that I made. There's like a bunch of different shops that sell these dashes, but I just made this one myself because I could, so I made it. A dash that I made, that I designed and made with just leopard, kind of like a wash of leopard in holographic vinyl. Planner Society vellum. These are my dailies. I don't think I have anything work related kind of private on here, but if I see something, I will, I guess, cut it out. This is what my basic dailies kind of look like. I like to use stickers. I like to decorate it. I want it to look cute. To me, it does. So this is what I do. And then I put different sticky notes on the page marker that I use. Now, what I did with the page marker, there's a today page marker. It says today over the top, and that's from Cloth and Paper, but I kept waiting for it to be in stock, and it kept not being in stock. So I bought a set of the dividers that was in the classic Happy Planner size, I think it was, because I just wanted whatever was the biggest so that I could cut it down and make different page markers. So I did that, and I have one in here. I have them all over. So here's just some blank dailies. These are from my shop as well. This is all the things. So I have kind of everything else nestled under here. A foiled acetate dash that I made. Planner Society, pictures of my kids, my husband, my little man sleeping. Different trackers that I keep. I'm terrible with keeping up with trackers, though. That's the problem, is I've never been good at keeping up with trackers. And what's the point of a tracker if you keep forgetting to mark it down? So it's not an accurate representation of anything. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get myself better at actually filling in the trackers, because I don't know why. I'm just really, really terrible with that. Another little dash I made with a vinyl. Cloth and Paper. These are just some different quotes. And I've never been one that needs like inspirational stuff or anything in my planner, but I'm in a different period in my life right now, and they're actually really helpful. So I'm keeping them in there. They just, every once in a while I read through them and I feel better. Another die cut from my shop. This is a dash that I'm going to be releasing this week. I printed it on like matte photo paper, so that it was like just a better quality print. Came out really nice. I generally print those things on vellum, but I just wanted to print it out on that paper this time. This is a workout insert that I created. I have that in my shop right now. Another dash that I made. Planner Society vellum. This is my list section. Picture me and hubby. A dash that I made layered on top of a star jelly dash. Me and hubby when we got married. Cloth and Paper dash. See, restart using this insert because I suck at keeping these up. It looks like I just never clean my house, but I promise I clean my house. It's just, I suck at keeping up with these things. So I need to restart that. I'm probably just going to reprint it because it's going to drive me nuts that it's going to look like I haven't cleaned my bathroom since September 7th. I mean, ugh, that would be so disgusting. I promise I have. Another Cloth and Paper card. I just have things kind of clipped throughout. This is a card that, oh, I never released that. Damn. Okay, I have to release this. It's a little set. It's got a few different cards that are in Spanish because I'm Cuban, so. My order tracker insert. I need to put this on a laminated card. I don't need to keep this in my planner. This is my lists insert. And I tend to have the pink versions. I have them all in like a clear, so it's just white, pink, nude, and gray. But when it comes to my planner, I generally tend to print the pink versions of everything. Sorry, this is what happens when you cut all your inserts, but it's the way I like to do it. Oh, these are sticky notes from my shop. Well, it's a pattern from my shop that I printed on top of a Cloth and Paper sticky note. My project section, Planner Society from a really old sub box. I think it was, I'm trying to remember, I think it's November 2017 or November 2016. It's a little notepad that came with it. Different lists that I keep. The meals section, which I haven't been using at all, which is, see, there's no insert in here. This is part of what I need to use. Picture of me and my little man. These are old pictures. I need to update them and put new stuff in there. And this is me and my baby girl, also an old picture. Those bows are die cuts from my shop. Foiled acetate that I made. This was an Illustrated Faith printable that I had, so I printed it on there and foiled it. Planner Society vellum. Another die cut that's inspired by Schitt's Creek. Cloth and paper card. Another divider. It's personal, which I don't have anything in either. I used to have my passwords back here, but then I knew that I would never carry my planner outside of the house because I was so terrified that my passwords would get lost. So I decided, well, in general, I'm not going to carry this planner out anyway because it's just too big and bulky and heavy. I used to carry my personal planner with me in my bag, but I stopped doing that when it started getting really chunky because it got super heavy and it would hurt my shoulders. So I came up with something else for my passwords, which I'm going to show you in a second. This is a flower dragon that my son drew for me. And then the Foxy Fix page lifter with a vinyl from my shop back when I used to sell vinyls. Back here, I have some of those Amazon little tabs. I love those. I have one in every planner. Well, except this one. I think that one's too small. I don't think it had pockets for it. Some task cards here. These are inspired by Maddie Plans. Made those myself. Here's some square page flags from Cloth and Paper. An ollie clip, and this is what I use for my passwords now. So I do like a code for my passwords. So if my password was like, I don't know, notebook 22 or whatever, I would write like NXX2. And like, I know that that stands for notebook 22, but in case anybody else finds it, they won't know what that actually means because I kind of use like the same, I don't know, 5 or 6 passwords for a lot of different things, so I don't mark out the whole password. So I kind of just keep them all written down in this little book. And then if I do decide I want to carry this, I can take the little book out, leave it at home, and I don't have to worry about losing my passwords, just in case. They're already in like this weird code that I came up with, but I'm still freaked out about it. This is a uni pin, number 2. I have the number 1 and number 3, but I carry number 2 with me. It's just the one that I had. I think number 1 was out of stock when I got it. That I use that to write on the transparent sticky notes from Cloth and Paper and the page flags. They sell this at Cloth and Paper. I think I got mine at Jet Pens. Pilot Friction pen because that's my favorite pen. Tombow marker in 800. It's the lightest pink. That's my favorite. And that's pretty much it for this. So, 18 minutes. 18 minutes to go through all of that. I love this thing. I really do. I still love all the deco. I don't really want to change a whole lot in it, but it's getting, I don't know, it's getting a little old. It's too chunky and I'm not using it as much. So I am still using the dailies and I am still using my monthlies, but other than that, I'm not really using it. So I need to shake it up, make things different. Anyway, so that's it. So I will try to do an updated flip for YouTube once I get all of this done. And hopefully by then I'll have a new Moterm. They're going to be releasing the Luxe Personal Moterm very soon. I think in the next couple of days they're going to have it in stock. So hopefully then I will have the new planner by the time I do the next flip. So have a wonderful afternoon, everyone. Bye-bye.